did last week, but there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
A gain of 14.
Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Running on first down, Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 64 yards.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball and he'll see it off.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Completes it to Hardman. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They started on the ground with Eckler. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another 1st down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Chris Jones in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Herbert's pass intercepted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
28-yard line.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Charger football to start quarter number 2. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
1st down, Chargers.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Short pass caught by Henry. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 34.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year. Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He's in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this completes a Henry over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. Herbert hooking up with Henry that time for the Charger 1st.
Los Angeles.
Herbert on 1st down now. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Eckler, the ball.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Short of the goal line.
Operating from the gun. Herbert under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Von Miller. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Chargers 10, Chiefs nothing.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Chargers.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On first down, it's Herbert. This is Gabriel out on the left side. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, Herbert. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Herbert.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Herbert. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Vinatieri's kick is... And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? Because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The quick slant caught, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. That took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball takes the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Herbert caught left side, Williams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 50, here's Herbert. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, nearly picked. That may be lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
That one complete to Hill. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
At the 33-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen, because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. final shot before the half from Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Harrison Butker on.
That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Wow, talk about a big...
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Chiefs 21.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And a quick throw here that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as well.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The big money man, Chris Jones, getting in there to bring him to the ground.
3rd and 8.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Short pass caught by Henry. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
1st and 10. At their own 19-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big gain. Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength. He's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Run down at the 23-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
On the move to his left. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. On the screen, this is Eckler. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 40.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Herbert's
The
pass.
first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
5 yards to go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. But the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And now here comes Kansas City. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and they end up making the play.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it in the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Good. Makes the score Chiefs 24.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On first down, Justin Herbert over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
35-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. Allen's got it over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Chargers.
Herbert operating from the red zone. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
The Charger ball carrier, Isaiah Simmons on the tackle.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
The Chiefs 5-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
On 2nd down now. It's Kelly. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. From the gun, Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Justin Jones there on the stop.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing but daylight ahead. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3.
Offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
It's a gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
They'll go again with Bell, and they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Herbert and the Chargers down by 11, 2:19 to play.
They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. This pass finds its way to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Allen.
Herbert's pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Operating from the gun.
Herbert, he'll drop this one off to Eckler.
Herbert's
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 3rd and 2, Herbert.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Again, Herbert. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Herbert's pass.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
24.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
Makes the score Chiefs 27. Chargers.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find two scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away.